Mexico. She's fancy as fuck.
Locas En Apuros. En Apuros.
Película.
Hola, Locas En Apuros, sí.
Locas En Apuros is what it's
Locas
called?
En Apuros?
Wow.
Let's say slime.
Slides off limits to ching-chongs.
Do you want to be best friends?
Okay, I'm going to start with Ashley. This movie is based on Audrey and Lolo's friendship, of course, but Audrey is the focal point. I understand that initially you didn't thought you were going to be the lead. What came to your mind when they offered you this role, and what did you learn or maybe relearn about your own identity after accepting it and being in Audrey's shoes?
I think that, like, for me, it wasn't even about, like, they would never... I was just happy to read the script and, like, see what was going on. I didn't know what character they had me in mind for. So I really... I had been so used to getting scripts and just immediately going to, like, which supporting character I would be. I think when we got to a certain point in the script, I was like, I think they are considering me for this part. And I think that, for me, what's interesting is that in order to, like, be in this industry and in this business and, like, really learn from this craft, I've really found joy starting in, like, middle school, when I didn't get into any a cappella groups. So I think that as a 30-year-old getting the script, I was like, oh my gosh, I think I've been conditioned to do that, and I don't actually know how to make it about me or really sit in being the lead in a story. And I'm very grateful that I had Sherry and Sabrina and Stephanie to be, like, so supportive, and I'm very grateful, especially for Sherry, for really just being like, this is you deserve to be here, you've earned this, and, like, this is your story, and, like, I think it was just a very healthy environment to get to be a lead-in for the first time.
How are you feeling about the world finally getting to know your hilarious characters?
I feel mid. I feel fine about it.
Más o menos.
Más o menos.
Más o menos. Así.
I'm very excited, and honestly, I'm terrified, but yeah, all the feelings.
I cannot believe that we're finally here. It started as this crazy dream from 4 or 5 years ago, and that we are about to share it with the world is a very exciting feeling.
Sherry, Lolo is so good at inspiring chaos. And it's so refreshing, to see this different kind of Asian woman being portrayed. How did you manage to give her all that quirky, out-of-the-box, straightforward personality and stamina on this script? Especially the script, as it was so very well written, and that is coming from a really authentic place. It was a safe place, right?
Yes, it was an absolute safe place to portray Lolo, because this is the character we've been craving for years and years and years, and really the most liberated version of myself that I've portrayed on the screen. And for her to just be, loud, and she says what everyone's thinking, but also have so much heart and, the friendship. Like, Lolo is such a good friend at the end of the day, and to have such a multidimensional character, I'm just so thrilled to hopefully inspire everyone in the audience to just be yourself. And be unapologetic.
I don't belong anywhere.
If you do not know where you come from, how do you know who you are?
Let's find your birth mother.
Will you guys come with me?
Yes, bitch.
Kat is the gorgeous best friend, a movie star, but we see her hiding her true self a little bit from the person she loves. And the journey we see her taking through the movie is the one of this rediscovering and owning herself in front of the person she loves and in front of even herself. What can you say you learned personally about yourself while embracing this character?
Yeah, Kat was really interesting and a very challenging journey for me, actually, because I had originally read for the character of Lolo, and when I read the script, I was like, I know Sherry Cola, and that is Sherry Cola. And the creatives really wanted to incorporate me. They were like, we really want you in this movie. Can you read for Kat? And I remember reading the script and being like, I could never play Kat. The person who they want for Kat is this, like, beautiful TV star. And, like, I don't know. I don't think they want me. And so the big trick for me was to make sure that she was still funny. And I really wanted to find a way that she could be just as funny as everybody else, and not just this, like, persnickety, pretty, like, actress. But, I think thinking back on it, I think what Kat taught me, I think she taught me and in a way prepared me for the year that I just had before I even knew I was going to have the year that I just had, because Kat is someone who does fully embrace her she loves the business. She loves the industry. She loves being fabulous. And she steps into that as a place of pride. Even though it hides certain parts of herself, I think I really needed to lean into that amount of fabulousness. And also, you know, a little bit of a freak in the sheets.
I understand that it's the first time you're in the director's seat, so it's a big deal. And with this kind of movie, what are the lessons you take for you personally through the making of this film?
That's a great question. I think there were two major takeaways for me. First of all, to really believe in your vision as a storyteller, that you're working and you're collaborating. By the end of the day, you have to stay true to your vision and what you feel is right and important for the story that you want to tell. And B, the second lesson I learned is that women, and especially women of color, need to put themselves out there in the director's seat, because if we don't tell our story, somebody else is going to tell our story.
Sabrina, I know that you have been saying that Deadeye is a sex symbol. Am I right?
The tweets are out.
Yeah, I have been saying that. I have been saying that.
I agree. I love them. Yeah, and I love how devoted they were to their online friends, you know? How was discovering the K-pop world and the community for this character?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it was like, to be honest, I was like, I have to do right by this community. They're so powerful and cool. I mean, they've stopped like literal police. Like they've stopped, they're awesome. Sorry, am I allowed to, whatever.
Yeah.
All right. That's my opinion. Okay. And you know, I think K-pop is doing such a challenging, like, you know, the technical skill and like the worldwide phenomenon that is K-pop. I guess all this to say is I was like, yeah, I like K-pop. I will never say that I'm a K-pop stan out of respect to all the true dedicated fans that are out there doing this insane, like incredible thing. I hope they love Deadeye though, and appreciate all of the like K-pop references. And yeah, I would let Jungkook do a lot of things to me.
I don't believe these girls are singers.
Girls, show them.
Show them what?
You're a fan of Cardi B, right?
Yeah. Is she here?
There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this jar.